Arsenal will go into Saturday's Premier League clash with Wolverhampton Wanderers with three new signings: Ricardo Calafiori, David Raya, and Tommy Setford. You'll be surprised I mentioned David Raya, knowing that we only signed him on loan last season from Bedford. So this season we completed the deal for David Raya for £27 million. So he is Arsenal's permanent player only this season. Hi everyone, welcome on board to the channel Eugene Talks Football. Let's have a few discussions today concerning transfers, incomings, and ingoings. What are we talking about first? The point of discussion today is Mikel Merino. What is happening about Mikel Merino, people? Yesterday I talked about, I was really sure. I told you I am sure that Mikel Merino is going to be coming to Arsenal, but at the moment the deal is stalling. Why is it stalling? Remember, Liverpool were interested in Martin Zubimendi, and this is a player we've been pursuing for quite a long time. And it is reported that Zubimendi rejected Liverpool, and Real Sociedad are trying to play hardball with Mikel Merino debut. And the real issue right now is the structure of the deal. They are not agreeing terms at all. There is no agreement between Arsenal and Real Sociedad over Mikel Merino. It is reported that Arsenal have made a bid for about £17 million, and Real Sociedad are valuing him for about around £25 million. So they are still £8 million apart in valuation to come to a concrete agreement. And we all know that Mikel Merino wants the move. And of course, he's a player to Real Sociedad. If there is no concrete agreement between these clubs, definitely he's going to be staying at Real Sociedad. But what we are really seeing right now is that this deal is going to happen. I am really confident of it happening, but it is likely going to drag towards the end of the transfer window, probably stuff like that. You know what transfers are. These transfers, they tend to slow down a bit towards the end of the transfer window. But I am pretty sure I'm going to maintain my stand from my previous video that Mikel Merino, I'm very sure that Mikel Merino is going to be an Arsenal player. So the update right now at the moment is that the deal has stalled. There is no breakthrough in negotiations between both clubs, Arsenal and Real Sociedad. It's the value of the player, the structure. So there is no breakthrough at the moment, but the deal has not collapsed yet. There are still talks ongoing, but until there is an agreement, no deal will be done. So at the moment, Arsenal fans will just have to keep playing the waiting game and see what is going to happen. Mikel Merino is going to be a very influential player for Arsenal. He's a player that will complement Declan Rice going forward. I analyzed this initially. So Mikel Merino is a player that Arsenal really need, and if we are ambitious this season, we cannot miss out on Mikel Merino. Going forward, another player that is another embattled player at Arsenal that I didn't even mention amongst the players that we look to offload this season is Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale. This is another player, just like Emil Smith Rowe, that Arsenal fans are emotional about. Aaron Ramsey is a player that Arsenal fans really love. Unfortunately, it's not working out with the manager, Mikel Arteta. He was scarcely used last season, and this season it is very clear with the permanent signing of David Raya. Evidently, he's our number one. So what is going to happen to Aaron Ramsdale? Of course, he's seeking a move. He seeks first-team football. And the reports that emerged yesterday are that Arsenal rejected a loan offer from Ajax Amsterdam. Of course, I wouldn't be expecting Arsenal to accept an offer of a loan for Aaron Ramsdale. It's just better to cash in on him, and that's it. So Arsenal have rejected a loan offer for David Raya from Ajax. So he is not moving to Ajax on loan, as they came with an offer of a loan, maybe with an option or obligation to buy next summer. I don't know. But the news is that Arsenal have rejected a loan offer from Ajax for Aaron Ramsdale, but it is reported that Arsenal are still looking for suitable clubs for the Aaron Ramsdale. But the thing about Arsenal is that they are a very strict this transfer window. If clubs don't meet the valuation of their player, regardless of whether they want the player or not, they don't accept. And I like that. I like that a lot. But it's good that we do business so that we can also appreciate better options, better players. You know, and it is even reported that we are linked with Espanyol goalkeeper. So let's see what happens. But if there are no outgoings, there definitely wouldn't be incomings. So that's the update on Aaron Ramsdale. I talked extensively on the situation around Edin Ketia in my previous upload. And right now, it is reported that Bournemouth, remember that they've let Dominic Solanke join Tottenham Hotspur. So they are left with no striker at the moment. So they are in the market for a striker. And they are paid a lot of money by Tottenham Hotspur. So they are in hunt for another striker. It was reported that they had a bid rejected for Evan Nielsen of FC Porto. So they are adding Edin Ketia as part of their striker options, but they have not made an official bid yet. So let's see what happens. I mentioned earlier that I was wondering why Premier League clubs are not coming for Edin Ketia. So Bournemouth have indicated interest. I mean, they have added Edin Ketia as part of their striking options. Let's see what bid they're going to be coming up with. Like I said before, are clubs going to be paying 30 million euros for Edin Ketia? I very much doubt it. It will be a very good deal, to be a massive deal for Arsenal, but I really, really doubt it at this stage of the transfer window. But let us see what happens, okay? So that's the bit of the transfer update at the moment. And another good news, or the good news right now, is I mentioned I was really worried about injuries, you know, to players going into the new season. I mentioned Uren Timber, Tomiyasu, and the little knock that Fabio Vieira had. But the good news is that in training today, as the players at the Soba Reality Stadium are preparing and gearing up for the new season on Saturday against Wolverhampton Wanderers, guess who was spotted at the training ground today? Uren Timber. Uren Timber is back to full first-team training with the squad, and he's in contention to start against Wolverhampton Wanderers. So that's a bit of the good news, but there's no update at the moment on the fitness of Takehiro Tomiyasu and Fabio Vieira. Neither of them was pictured in training today, but Uren Timber was in full training today at the Soba Reality Training Ground. Every other first team member are off fit and ready for the game, for the season opener. And lastly, predictions for this season. Where do you see Arsenal at the end of this season? Where do you think Arsenal will finish at the end of this Premier League season? Do you think this is the time that we get it over the line at last? We will find out. Let us know in the comments, people. Who do you think is going back down to the championship? Let us also know in the comments, people, who's going to be the top scorer, who's going to be the assist leader, who's going to be the player of the season. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss, people. Thank you once more for being a part of this video. And please, people, if you like my content on Eugene Talks Football, do well to hit the thumbs up button. That's the like button. Subscribe to Eugene Talks Football. Let's keep going. Come on, people. Subscribe to the channel, share the channel, hit the notification bell, and I will see you again. Peace.